call me a graduate or a professional. If my soul is still revolving in this kind of a world that's so cruel and full of hatred, as long as I'm still breathing in this world of discrimination and abomination, where a human is murdered with a passion, where dreams and aspirations are taken for granted, my face can create endless smiles every day. But in most of the times, they are never impressed by any of the unjust and immoral deeds that are happening in every day in this world. Our living used to be as beautiful as the clear waters on top of the mountains, but nowadays we have turned aliens against our own selves. And we have turned deadly animals against our humanity. Our identities as well as our own lives have become a vanity. There's no longer a real love or even a real sympathy. The world has just become what the gods themselves never thought it would become. The things that are supposed to build us are destroying us. The people that are supposed to be with us are leaving us. The love that we're supposed to be getting is turning around and is turning into an extreme hatred before it even reaches us. It's even very hard to believe that there's still a single pure soul. It is even hard to believe that there's still a true leader or a reverend, as well as pastors, because all of what was said and supposed to be good has turned evil. The young people used to be the flowers of this nation. They used to be the greatest hopes of our nations. And today, it seems so pointless and so impossible to believe in a young person. Instead, you can put your hopes to the older ones. Even though they have lost much because of aging, the young people are ruining the true meaning of beauty. They are turning their backs on their own true identities. They are contracting the immorality as well as inequality that the world is trying to run away from. I am proud to say, please do not call me a graduate or a professional. If our very own traditional healers cannot be called doctors or specialists, I dare to never be called anything above anyone. If our own parents, more especially the grandparents, cannot be called the teachers or lecturers, if our community leaders or any leader cannot be called a governor or a president, if the street vendors cannot be called businesswomen or businessmen, if our very own designers of traditional clothing like isidwaba, ipeshu, izimbadada, etc. cannot be called fashion designers, if our very own communal farmers cannot be called the real agricultural farmers, if our traditional dancers cannot be called professional dancers, if our Indlamu dance cannot be given special classes like ballet, tapping, etc., if our very own brothers and sisters that are working in panel beaters or factories manufacturing or working with chemicals cannot be called chemical engineers, mechanical engineers, or any kind of engineer, if our brothers and sisters working in mines cannot be called mine engineers, if our traditional warriors cannot be recognized as soldiers, if my fellow brothers and sisters working for sex companies because of love, not poverty or any force, cannot be called professionals or employees, if the people that are living in shacks or any bad conditions cannot be given a good life, if our traditional kings and queens cannot be recognized as professional leaders, if our traditional cultures cannot be recognized as significant cultures, if my language and dressing style is not recognized as authentic, if my life is still on somebody's hands and they control my everyday living even more than my parents do, if I'm still compelled to follow and live Western life, and most importantly, if I'm still colonized, let us live an equal life. Provide necessities to the needy. Today, I appeal to everyone, most importantly to my government, for equality and freedom of economy, as well as the just recognition for us young people. And most importantly, our elders in our communities. The government must not sit there and watch the nation dying like this, whereas the government is the one who's holding back the country's economy. Just right and good help to make our country last, at least for the next generation. This must not be the nation of black, white, Indian, Asian, or any other race, but it should be the nation that will be able to accommodate everyone and equally, regardless of their financial state, literacy, or even backgrounds. The government should stop creating unnecessary wars and terrors by filling their own pockets with our own economy and sweat. The government should do a proper service delivery and free everyone financially. I am tired of racial superiority or injustice in my beautiful land, the beautiful land of our forefathers. My name is Mongameli Mazongolo. Aluta continua.